Alrighty, hey guys, what's up? This is part 3 of my Q&A vid. Sorry if I chop them up in different sections, but I have a certain limit amount of time, and I do want to answer everyone's questions because I don't like to just pick one random question out of, a ton of questions you guys ask that I answer. I like to answer everyone's questions, and so to save time and not to make the video too long, I'm chopping it up like this. So this is part 3 of my Q&A vid. So the next set of questions come from 499JK, and you ask me, do I think Davey Richards has a chance of being successful in WWE? Very good question. In my opinion, I think so. Davey Richards, to me, I think Davey Richards fits that mold that WWE likes a lot. The big, strong guys. Good-looking, strong guys. And to me, I think Davey Richards does have that look that WWE, wants in a superstar. He's a phenomenal wrestler. Like I said, one of the best wrestlers in the world today. The only thing I think the only thing that Richards needs to work on, say if he was to come to WWE, and one thing he would need to work on to get over, is his mic skills. Because to me, Davey Richards is like, there's sometimes Davey Richards is like, he's okay, he's not bad, and then other times it's like he's just completely just horrible. He just loses me, and it's like, dude, it's like, I love you, but get some charisma, and that's one of the things, you either got it or you don't. I just think Davey Richards needs to kind of work on his charisma a little bit and his mic skills, because that's a little bit lacking. But other than that, if he used to work on that, I think he'd be a total package for WWE, because he does have the look and he does have the the wrestling abilities. So I think Davey Richards would be successful in WWE. Next questions come from Pipe Bomb Forever. Your question is: CM Punk versus Chris Jericho will be a 5-star match at WrestleMania. Fact or fiction? You know what? I don't want to jump the gun on this, due to the fact that there are a lot of times where a lot of people would kind of, I don't want to jump the gun and then say like this match is going to be 5-star, but then when it finally happens and if it doesn't live up to expectations, it'll be like a 2.5, 3-star match. I don't want to do that. Will it be a good match? I absolutely have no doubt in my mind that it would be a fantastic match come WrestleMania. And even though they have more matches to add on to the card, I go on the limb right now out and say that I think Jericho, the type of wrestlers Jericho and Punk are, and how good they are, I think that they could have the best match on the card. Wrestling wise, I think they have the best match on the card. So yeah, I think it'd be a good match, but I just don't wanna jump the gun right away too soon and say it's gonna be awesome. I mean, I know it's gonna be good, but I don't want to say it's gonna be 5-star. Jump the gun, but I do think it's gonna be a good match. So a fact for that. The last question here I got is from Sue Youngster 24 Able, and you asked me who is the best general manager of all time. Best general manager of all time to me, Sue Youngster 24 Able. I have to say Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is the best of all time. Vince was the man who ran Raw, for a majority of its, how long Raw's been out now? 22 years now? 22, 23 years. Vince has been the driving force, for Raw, and even SmackDown to a certain extent, for a very long time. So I'd have to say Vince McMahon, because Vince McMahon has had so much, he's had so many, stories with so many wrestlers, whether it was with Stone Cold Steve Austin, which was infamous, The Rock, Triple H, The Rock, Triple H, I think some of the guys here. He kind of had a little thing with John Cena, but you know, that's just the name of Brock Lesnar, and that was on SmackDown and stuff. Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle. So I think Vince McMahon to me is the greatest general manager of all time. Besides him, other two general managers I enjoyed were Paul Heyman. I love Paul Heyman on SmackDown. He's just absolutely hilarious. For as much as a genius Paul Heyman is behind the scenes, he's a hilarious character on screen and on TV. And then another general manager I enjoyed too was Stone Cold Steve Austin and Eric Bischoff. I thought they made some pretty good general managers. Eric Bischoff by himself, I thought was a good general manager. But then when they added Stone Cold Steve Austin to split the GM powers like in half, 50-50, that made some of the best comedic stuff to me in Raw history. But so those are some of my favorite general managers. But to answer your question in more detail, I think Vince McMahon was the greatest general manager of all time. So so these are all of the questions I've gotten from you guys. Like I said again, Superfini00. I'm gonna make a separate video to talk about all the questions you have in detail. Just a specific video dedicated to you. So I'll do that after I'm done uploading these videos here. And someone else too. I think I'm trying to look up your name here because there's another video I'm gonna do too. I can't think of your name. The one who asked me about the most underrated K-pop artist. I can't think of your name right now because I'm trying to find it through my email thing here. I can't find it. But with you, I'm going to make a separate video with your questions as well. A separate video to answer that one particular question in detail. So, yeah. Still trying to find your name here. Give me a second. One more second. Okay, that's not it. Just bear with me for a second here, guys. Here you go. 2011 Go Knowles. Yes. 2011 Go Knowles. I'll make a separate video answering the one question in particular about the most unrated K-pop artists. Because I've been kind of wanting to do one of those for a while, or a long time, really. So I'll do a video to answer that question in particular, and Superfini00, I will make a separate video for you as well to answer all of your questions you sent me, so I can answer them more in detail and have more time to answer your questions. So so this is my Q&A for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Next video I'll be doing, I might do another video sometime this weekend, probably. And I may do a TNA review and SmackDown review tonight and tomorrow, maybe. Depends on how I feel and if I'm not too busy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A vid. Hope I answered all your questions to the best of my ability. This is Kyle. Peace.